to-do list, actually. No injuries.
No injuries, actually.
Yeah.
Can we,
No, it's too late.
No? Okay.
And one thing that I keep bringing it up, but it was after the beating Athletic Club. I said, I asked Amorim what characteristics did he need. He said, particularly from the right side of 10, he said it's really useful if they have a left foot.
Yeah.
And he's often talked, particularly from the wide players, the 10s, I should say, it's really useful when they can go inside and outside. And he said, if you've got and he brought up Garnacho for this, of how both Amad and Garnacho have a preference to want to come inside all the time, which can make it easier for you as a defence to do that. So these two new players give more options as they can go outside a little bit more, which hopefully means more crosses and more different ways to break down a defence.
Enables the system a bit more, doesn't it, these two? They feel like the sort of versatile options that can play in any one of those three front positions, which then does bring that little bit more of a question mark about how exactly United are going to approach certain games for the opposition, not so much for the team who will have had a week, every week, pretty much, to prepare.
That is going to be so fascinating to watch that they have this extra space and time to recuperate, to plan.
Straight away. They've had a week. They've had a week. What have they done this week?
And I do, clearly Cunha's played in this system exactly with Wolves, so that you can see how that tessellates. And then Mbeumo is a little bit different. Like, obviously,
tessellates is a big word.
I knew you were going to pull me up on that. I nearly didn't say it. I was like, no, I'm going to say it and see if Ian calls me out. You like that. So fits. So
much easier.
And Mbeumo obviously has that kind of area of the pitch for Brentford. He's played up top a bit. Not loads, I wouldn't have said, and it's usually with Wissa up alongside him, so it's very much in a 2. So whereas Amorim, it's usually a focal point. So, but they do think they have looked at Cunha and Mbeumo and think these guys could play up top.
So where are we at with Mbeumo?
I think Manchester United will remain relaxed about their situation simply because I think there's a cautious optimism that they can strike a deal with Brentford for Mbeumo still. Like Arsenal and Gyökeres, United are discussing internally what they're going to do next. Their last bid was worth £62.5 million. It was £55 million up front, £7.5 million in performance-related add-ons. Now, overall, that is not too far away from what Brentford would want. We think that Brentford want around £65 million. However, it's going to be how that amount is going to be paid. So United would probably want to do that with performance-related add-ons in there, whereas Brentford, we think, want the majority, if not all, of that £65 million to be guaranteed, be it over 3 or 4 years. But they would want, at some stage, that £65 million to be paid by Manchester United. United are going to stay disciplined with this deal, as they are with most of their other transfers in this window. However, they do know that Bryan Mbeumo wants to come to Manchester United, and that could work in their favour when they're trying to do